Today, we're diving deep into a topic that's both eye-opening and intriguing: the world's fastest shrinking countries. But before we jump in, did you know that from 2010 to 2023, the global population soared by a whopping 15.17%? That's like adding another planet to Earth. Mind-blowing, right? Now, here's the kicker. Not every country is on this population roller coaster. Some are actually experiencing a decline, and we're about to unveil the top 12 countries where this decline is happening. But wait, don't forget to hit that like button, smash subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you won't miss out on more fascinating content. Trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming up. Now, let's get ready to explore the shrinking wonders of our world. At number 12, we have St. Vincent and the Grenadines, an island in the Caribbean. It's a popular tourist destination, known for its beautiful beaches and coral reefs. However, despite attracting visitors, the local population is dwindling. Between 2010 and 2020, the island experienced an average population decrease of 0.44%, resulting in a net loss of over 4,000 people. This decline continues with 0.37% and 0.24% population changes in 2022 and 2023, respectively. The primary reason for this decline is negative net migration. More people are leaving the country than moving to it. Delving into the economic situation reveals that St. Vincent and the Grenadines is one of the poorest countries in the Eastern Caribbean. High unemployment rates have been a persistent issue, reaching a staggering 21.6% in 2021, which likely contributes to people choosing to leave the island. Number 11 on the list is Armenia. Between 2010 and 2020, Armenia experienced an average population decrease of 0.41%. In recent years, the population has continued to go down, with a decline of 0.38% in 2022 and 0.09% in 2023. The main reasons for this decline are a low birth-to-death ratio and many people leaving the country. In terms of low birth rates, in the first quarter of 2022, the number of deaths exceeded the number of births for the first time since 1998. Regarding high immigration, in 2021, 73,000 more people with Armenian passports left the country than entered it. People leave Armenia primarily due to the ongoing regional conflict and a lack of economic opportunities. To counter the population loss, the government is offering financial incentives to those having children and working to reduce political and social tensions. However, these efforts do not seem to be effective so far. Number 10 is about Greece. If you've seen some of our other videos, you might know that Greece is having a tough time with its population going down. To deal with this, some places are offering money to encourage people, especially families, to stay. However, it hasn't worked well, and Greece's population has dropped from over 11 million in 2010 to 10.3 million today, a loss of nearly 700,000 people between 2010 and 2020. The average change in Greece's population was 0.46% during that time, and it has unfortunately continued with 0.58% in 2022 and 0.42% in 2023. Several things are causing this decline. First, there's a low birth rate, with only 1.3 births per woman on average. Additionally, Greece has an aging population, and when more people are dying than being born, the population naturally decreases. Lastly, many individuals are leaving the country, mostly because of money problems. This is especially true in rural areas of Greece, where people are leaving in larger numbers. Number 9. Serbia, situated in the Balkans, is rich in history and natural beauty. Unfortunately, it has been experiencing a decline in population, with an average decrease of 0.4% between 2010 and 2020. This population decline is not a recent phenomenon, as Serbia has witnessed a decrease for several decades. In 2022, there was a negative 1.03% population change, followed by another negative 1% change in 2023. The main reasons behind this decline are people leaving the country more than those moving in, and the nation is grappling with low birth rates. The factors contributing to people leaving Serbia are diverse and include dissatisfaction with the economy and education opportunities. Notably, many educated young individuals struggle to secure jobs, with only 13 out of every 100 higher education graduates finding employment in their field. In response to these challenges, the country has proposed changes to education, employment, and healthcare in an attempt to reverse this population decline. However, it remains uncertain whether these measures will prove effective. Number 8 is Bulgaria. Bulgaria became part of the European Union in 2007, but it has faced challenges in keeping up with the rest of Europe economically. It is considered the poorest country in the EU, which has contributed to a decline in its population. Between 2010 and 2020, there was an average population decrease of 0.81%, and this trend continued with a 1.51% and 1.39% decline in 2022 and 2023, respectively. Bulgaria's economy has consistently struggled, leading many people to seek job opportunities abroad. The majority of these individuals are highly educated professionals, resulting in a significant brain drain, the emigration of skilled and intelligent individuals from the country. It's worth noting that Bulgaria experienced a slight population increase during the pandemic when some Bulgarians returned home, but this seems to be an exception rather than the norm. The number 7 is Italy. Italy is a very famous place for tourists, but surprisingly, many locals are not choosing to stay. In fact, Italy's population went down from around 59.8 million in 2010 to about 59.5 million in 2020, with an average population change of 0.1% during this time. However, in recent years, the decline has become faster. In 2022, Italy experienced a 0.34% population decline, and in 2023, it was 0.28%. Most of the people leaving are young individuals looking for a better life outside the country. They are trying to escape the high cost of living and the lack of affordable housing in Italy. Additionally, Italy has been dealing with a high unemployment rate among young people, and the ongoing lack of improvement has led many young Italians to simply become frustrated and decide to leave. Number 6 is Croatia, is a popular spot in Europe that attracts many tourists each year, especially to places like Dubrovnik and Zagreb. The country is known for its rich history, beautiful scenery, and interesting architecture. Notably, Dubrovnik was a filming location for Game of Thrones. Despite the tourist influx and film industry attention, Croatia's residents are facing significant challenges that might not be widely known. Between 2010 and 2020, Croatia experienced a negative population change of 0.61%. In 2022, the population saw a further decline of 0.73%, and in 2023, it dropped by 0.54%. The main reason behind this trend is the country's struggling economy, which has led many people to leave in search of better job opportunities elsewhere. A recent survey highlighted that approximately 1 out of every 32 young individuals in Croatia has contemplated relocating. Additionally, the population decline is exacerbated by death rates surpassing birth rates. Number 5 is Lithuania, situated in northeastern Europe. It holds the title of being the largest among the Baltic states. Its history involves occupation by Germany in the late 1700s, World War II, and later becoming part of the USSR in the mid-40s. Lithuania finally gained independence in 1990 and quickly joined the EU. Despite successful independence, it struggled to maintain its population between 2010 and 2020. During this period, Lithuania experienced a negative 1.1% average population change in 2022, which worsened to negative 1.31% in 2022 and negative 1.15% in 2023. The main reasons for this decline are higher death rates compared to birth rates and people leaving in search of better job opportunities. A common trend on this list is people migrating from Lithuania due to lower wages and living standards compared to Western Europe. However, there is hope for Lithuania's future. In 2021, the country saw a positive net migration for the first time in over 30 years. Additionally, wages in Lithuania are gradually increasing, approaching those in the rest of Europe. This positive trend suggests that Lithuania's population decline may eventually reverse. Number 4 is Latvia. Latvia experienced a decrease of 1.03% in its population on average from 2010 to 2020. Moreover, in 2022, the population change was 1.24%, and in 2023, it was 1.1%. Similar to several other countries in this ranking, one of the main reasons behind Latvia's negative population change is that the country has more deaths than births. Additionally, Latvians are relocating to other European countries, such as Lithuania, which offer better opportunities. The income in Latvia is significantly lower than that in many other European countries, prompting people to leave in search of higher wages. Number 3 is Puerto Rico. As you likely know, is a U.S. territory. This means the locals are American citizens, and U.S. citizens can travel to and from the island without a passport. Despite Puerto Rico's stunning beaches and natural beauty, it experienced a population decrease of 1.17% from 2010 to 2020. In 2022, there was a further decline of 0.11%. However, there's a potential turnaround as there was a 0.24% population increase in 2023. Some countries could learn from this. Several factors contribute to Puerto Rico's decline. Firstly, there are better job opportunities and higher-paying positions outside the country. Many residents choose to live and work in the mainland U.S., where more Puerto Ricans now reside than in Puerto Rico itself. Secondly, people leave to escape natural disasters, particularly frequent hurricanes. This population decline has had repercussions on Puerto Rico's education system. The University of Puerto Rico, for example, has faced significant funding cuts, and the number of public schools in the territory has decreased. Number 2, Bosnia and Herzegovina, is commonly known as just Bosnia. It's situated in southeastern Europe along the beautiful Adriatic Sea. Between 2010 and 2020, the country experienced an average population decrease of 1.4%. In 2022, there was a negative 1.14% change, and in 2023, a negative 0.7% change. This decline is due to the country's natural growth rate slowing down, leading people to choose to relocate. Similar to Croatia, almost half of individuals aged 18 to 29, about 47%, have considered moving abroad for job opportunities. This amounts to roughly 269,000 people. Dissatisfaction with public services and corruption in the country is a significant factor, especially among the youth. Number 1, the Marshall Islands stand out as our number 1 pick. They are situated in the Central Pacific and consist of 5 islands and 29 atolls of island chains, totaling around 1,225 islands. Despite the abundance of islands, the population is quite small, numbering only about 42,000 people as of 2023. However, this figure has seen a notable decline, with a negative 1.9% average population change between 2010 and 2020. In 2022, this decline increased to a negative 1.14. To illustrate the significant population decrease, a third of the entire nation moved to the US in 2018. The main drivers for this mass migration included high unemployment rates, subpar public schools, inadequate healthcare, and escalating threats from climate change. Regarding climate change, people are leaving due to increased flooding, which could worsen in the coming years. This is expected to seriously impact the quality of life, with one report suggesting that climate change may lead to polluted drinking water as the area's aquifers get flooded with salt water. That wraps up our dive into the world's fastest shrinking countries and the challenges they're facing. If you found this video eye-opening or learned something new, don't forget to hit that like button. It really helps us out. If you want to stay updated on all things global trends, demographics, and more, make sure to subscribe and ring that notification bell so you never miss out on our future content. We're on a mission to make learning about the world fun and accessible, and your support means the world to us. Feel free to drop your thoughts or questions in the comments below. What surprised you the most about these population trends? We love hearing from you. Thanks for tuning in, and until next time, take care and stay curious.